More breaking news just coming in. Pakistan has turned around and blamed India for ceasefire violations. That's the latest we're getting in. In a statement issued by the NSA, National Security Advisor Sartaj Aziz, Pakistan has urged the Indian government to immediately cease fire and shelling. Pakistan claiming that Indian forces have been firing for over 7 days. Aziz also claims that Indian soldiers had killed 4 civilians on Eid. He went on to heap the cancellation of Foreign Secretary level talks blame on India, claiming that the Indian side was shunning all Pakistani peace overtures, claiming that India was not cooperating. Aziz demanded UN intervention to monitor ceasefire to secure peace and tranquility on the line of control and the working boundary. That's the latest news that we're breaking on Headlines today. I'd like to cut across to our Strategic Affairs editor, Gaurav Sawant, on the phone line with us. You know, Gaurav, it's a classic case of Pakistan turning around and playing the victim.
This indeed is. In fact, this increased activity on the line of control is Pakistan's desperate attempt to once again bring in international pressure and UN involvement at the LC, having failed to do so at the United Nations General Assembly. Sartaj Aziz in New York, when he spoke to Headlines Today's managing editor Rahul Kanwal, made conciliatory noises. But after having failed to get any response from any country across the world on Kashmir, they have increased their activities along the line of control. The shelling has increased to newer areas, and Pakistan, instead of accepting its responsibility, is instead blaming India for the heightened tension along the line of control. Now, my sources in the government say that this was expected, and this will only worsen the situation as far as ties between the two countries are concerned, because India will never talk either to Pakistan or on this situation with the barrel, with a gun kept to its head. India wants good ties with Pakistan, but it cannot happen as long as there is terror and as long as there is tension along the line of control, including firing and shelling at civilian areas.
You know, Gaurav, that's what I want to come at. What could be the ramifications of this on the current situation where the LOC has never been this hot?
For the past 10 years, since 2003, the Ramzan ceasefire of 2003 has held. It has frayed at times, but to a large extent it has held. But in the past 20 days, ever since Pakistan failed to get world reaction on Jammu and Kashmir, despite Nawaz Sharif's desperate pleas at the UNGA, Pakistan has resorted to heavy shelling, especially targeting civilian areas. And our sources, both in the Ministry of Defense and the Ministry of External Affairs, fear that this could actually increase in the times to come, especially closer to winters. And India's response will be swift, and it will be harsh, and it will be punitive. Unlike in the past, this time Indian response will be in equal measure. So we perhaps will see a little heightened tension between the two countries. There will be flag meetings just to contain the situation. But all of this, as of now, sources say, is localized to various sectors. The ceasefire is still holding.
All right, appreciate you joining us. Our Strategic Affairs editor Gaurav Sawant getting us the very latest on this breaking news. A statement issued by the National Security Advisor of Pakistan, Sartaj Aziz. All right, that's the latest that we're breaking in at this point of time. Pakistan blaming India for the ceasefire violations. In a statement issued by the NSA of Pakistan, Sartaj Aziz, Pakistan has urged the Indian government to immediately cease fire and shelling, playing the victim, claiming that Indian forces have been firing for over 7 days. That's the latest that we're breaking at this point of time. We'll keep getting our viewers' reactions on that story.